Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Tool to Play presents Still Got Game with Derek D. Smooth Nolan and Joel Dude I Rock Albert.
If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with Still Got Game, episode 312. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am not Joel Dude I Rock Albert. I am Roger Hitman Roken. What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
What is going on, Hit? This is a nice surprise.
Yes, you're telling me a nice surprise. Last minute surprise.
Yeah, we had some late notice from Joel Dude I Rock Albert that he was not going to be on the show tonight.
Yeah.
And our producer, Hit, he stepped up. So not only is he producing the show live, he is also on the show as the co-host tonight. So Hit is doing double duty.
Twice the work.
And getting 10 times his pay. That was the deal we negotiated. So this will be good. So Hit will be saying the role of Duty Rock tonight, and he will be crushing it, I assume. It's all he can do.
Hopefully.
Hit. If he can be half as good at being the co-host as he is as our producer, then we're good to go. So I have full faith in you, Hit.
All right.
All right. Well, on that, Hit, why don't we just jump right in the show proper? And before we get into the actual meat of the show, just a bit of sad news for those of you out there in the gaming industry. We got news late last night that a friend of ours, Stephen Toulouse, Steptoe, to those of you that know him, he was with Microsoft for forever as director of policy enforcement. He moved on to games and HBO and Black Tusk Studios. He's been all over the place since he left Microsoft, and he went into a coma last night, and his cousin was providing some information on Twitter and Facebook, and things were very bleak to begin with, and there's been the slightest ray of hope today. But it's definitely still, he's not out of the woods. So if you know Steptoe, you're a fan of his, just keep him in your thoughts, because it's a scary thing. And he's a really good guy. Some of the great conversations I've had at events over the years have been with him, and just wishing him a fast and speedy recovery. Well, on that sad note, then we'll try to lighten up the show a little bit, and we'll jump right into feedback from last week's show. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, remember, it will cut you off after a minute. Palpertune comments. Great episode last week. You really do get better and better each show. Thanks. Well, thanks, Palpertune. We'll see what happens this show with Hit. You never know. This could get better.
The best episode ever.
It could. There could be calls to eject Joel Dude I Rock Albert after the show.
We'll see.
You just never know. You never know. But that is what we aim for, and we do love those positive comments, Palpertune. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Also, Sloop comments. I'm still laughing from your discussion on the Nintendo heist. You guys did some awesome role playing. It was funnier than anything I watched on TV this week besides Silicon Valley. That show is baller. All right, well, I can't argue with the last part. That show is baller.
That show is pretty baller. I only just recently started watching it, too, after Game of Thrones. And now I want to go back and watch the first season. That show's pretty good.
It's good. I'm 3 episodes behind this season, but it is that show is awesome.
Yeah, I wish I would have started watching that from the beginning.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of HBO Go, is you can just dial it back and watch it from the beginning.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, yeah, you definitely gotta get caught up. But, yeah, we were definitely... I had to go back because I didn't remember what the fuck he was talking about, because sometimes we drink during the show and I have no idea what's going on sometimes. And, yeah, we definitely did some role-playing as the heist perpetrators, and it was pretty funny. In retrospect, it was also mortifying. But there's a fine line between mortifying and funny, and I'm glad we walked it carefully. So thanks, Luke, for the fine, kind words. And last but not least, Varzar comments. When will you stop skipping weeks? I know you guys do the show for free, but it pains me when there aren't new episodes. Well, we were dangerously close to skipping this week, so you should just be happy that there's a show.
Dangerously close.
Yes.
Danger.
It's never our intention to skip. Like, every week when we say we'll see you next week, that is our full intention.
This is true.
There's never a thought where we're like, let's switch the show to every other week. And we could never do that, because even if we decided that we're going to switch to every other week, then when you miss a week, then you're guaranteed a 3-week miss. So you can't. We have to do the show weekly, and we really are going to try better. Now next week, in all fair warning here, we're not going to do a show next week because that's going to be smack dab in the middle of E3, and we're going to wait until we have our full reports from our E3 crew out there to make sure we give you an accurate representation of E3 and not just, hey, this is what we heard on the internets or what we saw. And so we will not be doing a show next week. We'll be back the following week with our post E3 episode, and that one will be jam-packed full of awesomeness.
I actually was thinking of doing a live stream, like a Google Hangout during the press conferences. So if anyone wants to join, Sarcasmo or G40, any of you guys, anyone in chat, I was thinking about that, maybe live streaming that on the Tool to Play channel, because we can't actually live stream the...
Well, Sarcasmo is going to be at the event, so that's going to be tough for him. Yes. Yes. But yes, that would be cool to have somebody kind of do like the non-viewing play-by-play, kind of like a live blog, but it is video form.
Yeah, like a few years ago, I live streamed it on the Tool to Play channel.
Yeah, I remember that.
Before any trouble happened. But that was a good time.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, if any of you have awesome feedback like Palpatine, Sloop, or Varzar, you can either give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And in site-related news, just real quickly, we have the Twitch TV team page still, twitch.tv/team/tooltoplay. Go there. You can find me, you can find Hit, you can find Sarcasmo, you can find Jay, you can find LB, you can find Tiff, you can find most of the Tool to Play people streaming there. I really have to get better about streaming more of my shit because I definitely play a lot of stuff and I definitely need to stream it. But that's your one-stop shop for that. Also, we are still in talks for the LAN, and that'll be this fall, and we're trying to figure out an exact time frame for that and if we can pull that off. So look forward to an update on that probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And I guess on that, Hit, why don't we jump on over into what we're playing? Hit, what have you been playing this week?
More Destiny. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, more Destiny. House of Wolves DLC. Still doing all the daily things, the PoEs, all the levels, the bounties, and trials. Got the 9-0 on the weekend.
Oh, nice! Yes. Look at you.
Made it to the Mercury Lighthouse, and so that's what I was playing and probably continue to keep playing.
Nice. Well, that sounds very similar to me. This is a good show this time because no one's going to shit on me because all I did was play Destiny. So for the last week, I obviously I had to bust 3 guys through the Iron Banner all the way up to rank 5 to get my 6 Etheric Light. Did that, no sweat. I've been doing the PoEs. This week, the PoEs are so easy. Already busted out a couple of them. I got to still bust out some Skolas action.
Yeah, I still got to do Skolas. But did you hear what Bungie said in the weekly update today?
No, I did not.
They will be removing all burns from Skolas.
Oh, that's not good. So we better get in there and do it fast.
Yeah, they didn't like that everyone was gallying. 3 galleys and weapons of light 30 seconds later. They didn't like that too much. So yeah, apparently they're going to be taking that out. Yeah,
so you better get in there quick and do it. That's the plan. But yes, but the 32 is actually harder than the 34 this week. For if anybody's wondering, the 34 is cakewalk, goes down in no time. If you do have the luck with the Titan bubble trick, you could bust out the 32 in no time. But it's easier to actually do that proper. And but yeah, it's a good time. All I've been doing is playing Destiny.
We should probably rename this instead of what we're playing, the Destiny 5 minutes or something.
The Destiny update. Yes, Destiny minute with Derek D. Smooth Nolan. Yes. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I've been playing this week, and that's probably all I'll be playing next week. All right, Hit. Well, on that, why don't we hop on over to the new releases? And it's quick this week. There's only one major new release. The only new release out this week is a multi-platform release, and it's LEGO Jurassic World. And this is out for the Xbox One, the PS4, the Wii U, the 360, the PS3, the Vita, the 3DS, and the PC. This is the latest soon-to-be hit game from Traveler's Tales. It features all 4 movies in the game, split across 20 levels. So if you're a math person, that's 5 levels per movie, starting Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3, and Jurassic World. It features 100 playable characters in the game, including Mr. DNA from the first movie, the guy, little cartoony guy from the video at Jurassic Park, as well as 20 dinosaurs. The voice acting in the game was taken directly from the film, so it's super realistic. I'd say if you're a Lego fan or a Jurassic Park fan, this is definitely a must-buy. I actually hadn't missed a Lego game until this recent batch, where after I think it was Lego Marvel, where they just started cranking these things out, and I ended up missing 2 of them. But this is one that could bring me back, because this is the first time we've been in the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World universe, and I love those movies, and this might be something that could bring me back, although I would have to figure out some way to peel myself away from Destiny for some appreciable amount of time to play, which is something that I can't see happening.
Yeah, I can't seem to break through the Destiny bug.
There's so much games to be done.
I know, it's too much. I was gonna tell Duty, like, there's too much in Destiny to do now.
Yep.
And I think his brother actually made that comment the other day. But yeah, there's too much to do in Destiny. I can't get away. I don't know what's gonna happen come September.
You could do your raids over a couple of nights, and then you were done for the rest of the week. Now there's just something to do, all the fucking time.
All the time. Like this past weekend with Iron Banner, Trials, PoEs. Yeah, too much to do in that game.
Yes. All right. So I guess that's a no-go for either of us.
Yeah, no. Zero fucks.
Zero fucks given. Oh, like a little throwback reference.
Yeah, throwback
I like that.
there.
All right. Well, I guess on that hit, why don't we hop on over into gaming news? First story.
All right, here we go. First story. Razer is in talks to buy Ouya, says Joystick X Engadget. Ouya, the roller coaster, is preparing to make its final run, according to a report on CNET. Apparently, Razer is in talks to buy the company. Razer and Ouya are working on a deal and discussing how to fold Ouya's staff into Razer's, though nothing is finalized, the site says. Ouya, as you recall, raised $8.6 million on Kickstarter in 2012, pitching itself as an accessible, cheap Android microconsole with a library of free-to-try games. When Ouya launched in July 2013, reviews critiqued its controller, game library, and technical issues, and it simply never gained traction as a viable gaming system. In its first month, 27% of Ouya owners had actually purchased the game and the console. Historically, wait, let me redo that. In its first month, just 20%. Now I know what you guys go through.
Exactly. This is what the outtakes are all about, Hit. You got it.
In its first month, just 27% of Ouya owners had actually purchased a game and the console. Historically, hasn't proven much revenue for developers. In January, reports emerged that Ouya was making more moves in China, with a potential $10 million sale to the Alibaba?
Yep.
With a potential $10 million sales to the Alibaba. That report remains unconfirmed, but it looks unlikely after yesterday's news of a potential Razer deal. So, Derek, what are your thoughts on this story?
You know, as an Ouya owner, I of that 8.6 million they earned, 120 something dollars of that was mine, and it was $120 wasted. And I am not one of the 27% that purchased a game during that first month. I am actually one of probably the huge chunk of people that have never purchased the game for the Ouya, that unplugged it in less than a month. So unless there's Ouya itself is a piece of shit, but there may be something where maybe it's not the hardware that Razer wants. Maybe it's the underlying store ecosystem. Maybe it's the try games stuff. I don't know what part they want, but if somebody can make good use of this, it's probably Razer, because Razer is known for their high-end shit. Like, I get the Razer Blade here. I love that. High-end peripherals from Razer. So if somebody's going to take this and they're going to be able to figure out a way to make it less shitty, it's probably Razer. So it's probably good news for Ouya too, because they're probably like, oh, what are we going to do now? Nobody's buying us, and we can't sell these things, and we're going out of business. And then all of a sudden they're like, ching. So I guess that's good for Ouya, and depending on what Razer can do with the property, it may be good for Razer too. I would assume it's only good for Razer if they're willing to throw down cash on it. But
yeah, I see it as a good thing for Ouya, because I think they were definitely struggling, looking for someone to buy them real quick. I think it's a bad deal for Razer. Mind you, I totally agree what you said. If anyone's going to make them a better product, it's going to be Razer. But I think it'll be a losing battle in the end. I think they'll just end up wasting money, and then like 2 years down the road, they'll quietly kill it, and they'll just have to recoup their costs. I don't know.
It happens in this industry all the time. People buy stuff that ends up being a waste.
Like, it's not even just the Ouya that's broken. Like, it's all Android Steam boxes, or whatever they're called. They just haven't really taken off as a market. Just hasn't done really well.
It's too low power an alternative to what you can get now in a look compare it to the Steam box. Like you said, the Steam box is a fucking mid-high end PC versus somebody took a phone and shoved it into a console. Like, it's an entirely different ecosystem. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see a lot from it, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. Next story.
Next story.
That's your line. Okay, here we go. Let me switch to me. It's too much to do. All right. With $4 million units sold, Witcher 3 handily recoups $67 million budget via Gamasutra. CD Projekt Red founder Martin Iwinski published an open letter this week thanking its studio's fans and noting that the company sold over 4 million copies of The Witcher 3 worldwide in the first 2 weeks following its May 19th release. That's nothing to sneeze at, but what makes this figure particularly interesting from a game developer's perspective is how much The Witcher 3 cost to produce, an estimated 120 million Polish zloty, or roughly 32 million American dollars. The game's marketing budget was roughly $35 million American, suggesting that the CDPR has already handily recouped its estimated $67 million it cost to produce The Witcher 3. In a separate interview with the company, it said it had been hoping for high sales of the game based on how many people pre-ordered it ahead of its release, estimated 1.5 million people, and noted that the profits will be turned towards further development on DLC for the game and new projects, including the studio's upcoming Cybercome.
Cybercome? There's the episode title right there. Cybercome.
I don't even know how that came out. I didn't even mean to say it. Okay, here we go. Including the studio's upcoming Cyberpunk 2077. So, Derek, what are your thoughts on this story?
Well, Witcher 3, this game has a very close spot in my heart because I saw this game personally at 4 different E3s in a row, which is unheard of for a game. That's, you go, you see it, you expect it. Okay, they didn't give us a release date this year, it'll be next year. And literally 4 years in a row, Jay and I had appointments in the Witcher booth. And to see it finally come out and it literally lives up to all the hype. If I was not balls deep in Destiny right now, I would be fucking shaft deep in The Witcher. I'm telling you, this game is fucking stunning. It is a great looking game. It is, if you're a Skyrim fan, it's Skyrim to the nth degree. And I'm really glad. The CD Projekt Red guys are a bunch of fun guys. It's one of the few things where you go to a booth at E3 and theirs is never in a booth. It's always in some meeting room in the back. They bring you in, they're like, oh, there's a fridge over there. Go get yourself a beer. And it's not like a normal beer. It's a fucking Polish beer that's like 40 ounces. And you're just like, you pop this thing open and someone's watching you during the presentation because they're like, oh, you're empty. You want another one? Yeah. And all of a sudden you had like 3 40-ounce beers during a 45-minute presentation. But the game looks amazing. Everything that all my friends that are playing it right now, everybody loves it. And, this is what CD Projekt Red is known for. They're known to take their time. Obviously, 4 E3s in a row is a lot of time you're taking, and to put out a super high-end AAA title. And I'm glad. I was really surprised that they almost spent as much on the marketing. So if they spent $35 million on marketing, and they only spent $32 million to make the game, that's almost doubling your budget just for the marketing. But I did see TV commercials and the media blitz and online ads, but $32 million to make a game that took at least 4 years from we started seeing it, and it was probably 2 years before that. So 6 years to make a $32 million game is insane, especially when you consider that Destiny is the $500 million juggernaut. So 67 seems like a drop in the bucket. So, kudos to CD Projekt Red on this.
Yeah, they did a good job on this game. This is one of the games that I we were talking about earlier. Because of Destiny, I haven't had a chance to play anything else. This is one of those games that I wish I had a chance to play. Just can't seem to get away from the Destiny. But only bad thing about this game that I've heard is the character movement. I don't know if you heard about how bad the character movement is in this game. Like game breaking character movement.
Really?
I know a couple buddies that they love the game and they'll always come back and be like, but man, that character movement sucks.
From your own character or from other characters?
Yeah, from your character. So like when you're moving your little dude around.
Geralt of Rivia?
Yeah, that's a Geralt.
Yes.
Yeah, Geralt or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just apparently sucks, but I heard that they came out with a patch and it kind of fixed it, but that's the only negative thing I've heard about the game. I've heard it's amazing, the story's awesome, the graphics.
No, I've looked at friends that have been playing this and checked out their playtime, and it's already insane considering how short amount of time the game's been out and how much time these guys have logged in. It makes us seem like way less addicts when I look at our Destiny time. Well, slightly less.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I know.
My Destiny time is
it's out of control.
Danger territory.
At least I saw you took some time with Grand Theft Auto hit. You took some time with some other stuff. I have literally played nothing else since Destiny came out. I am fucking. It's insanity.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm proud that you were able to break away even for a brief moment. It's like you put down drugs and then you had a brief relapse and then you picked them back up and you're like, yeah, I'm back.
Fell off the wagon, man. Fell off the wagon.
But for me, I just can't quit that. I can't quit you, Destiny. I can't quit you.
No.
I love you, Destiny, so much. All right, that was creepy. Next story.
All right, next story. There's a guy holding an Xbox behind me. New Xbox One console. Wow.
It's not as easy as Jay makes it look, is it? Jay makes it look hard.
All right. New Xbox One console unveiled via MajorNelson.com. Earlier this week, Microsoft introduced its Xbox One 1TB console and a new matte finish and more storage for your games and media. But that's not all. They're also including a newly designed Xbox One wireless controller and in its select regions for a limited time, the Halo Master Chief Collection. The new Xbox One wireless controller now features a 3.5mm stereo jack that lets you plug a headset right into the controller, kind of like the PS4. You'll have the option to adjust the headset volume, mic monitoring, and voice and game audio balance through the settings menu on your console. In addition to the audio improvements, they've fine-tuned the bumpers and enabled wireless firmware updates on the updated controller, which eliminates having to connect the controller via USB cable to receive updates. You can purchase the new controller as a standalone item for $60. Xbox One 1TB consoles will start shipping to retailers June 16th in the United States and select markets later this month, and will be available starting at a price of $399 US. The $349 US price on the standard Xbox One 500GB consoles will be permanent in the United States and select regions. So Derek, what are your thoughts on this?
This is good shit. I know that people complain that the headset jack was not in the controllers from day one, but Microsoft stepped up, like we talked about in our last episode when this leaked. That's a good step. Now, granted, it's not the most perfect thing, but it's just as shitty as the PlayStation one is. If you want to change the mic balance or any of that stuff, you have to go through a million menus and change the game and your voice stuff. But it's no worse than the PS4, and it does not require you to have the adapter. Now, if you want to have that at your fingertips, you can still take your adapter and put it in one of these new controllers that has the improved bumpers and everything else and still take advantage of that. So that part's win-win. Having a gigabyte console, huge plus. Right now, granted, people say, you can do that in the PS4. The PS4, you have to open it up and swap out the drive. So you have to back up your shit, not the games, mind you, just all your settings, swap out the physical hard drive, and then restore all your settings, then re-download all your games. At least the Xbox lets you plug in like an external drive at this point. But having a full gigabyte console or terabyte console is fucking stunning here. So full terabyte and the controller, and for this limited time, I don't know. Actually, I don't know who doesn't have the MCC at this point. But if you don't have the Master Chief Collection, this is definitely the time to pick something up. But we are looking in our house for yet another fifth console, whatever it is. So this may be the time that we pick it up for $399. The only problem is now we actually have, because people were pussies back after E3 last year, for games that more than two of us play, we have had to buy 2 copies of Destiny so that 4 people can play at the same time. So the current system only allows 1 copy per every 2 people. So so once we get the 5th console, we might as well get the 6th at that point, I guess, is really the way, because you're going to have to buy a 3rd copy of Destiny anyway. But yeah, this is great news. I kind of felt like that $349 price point was going to become permanent at some point, and now that it's locked in and Microsoft has said, hey, this thing's $349 forever. Don't sweat it, guys. It's cool. It's all good. $349. So and maybe that's what we get, because it's not going to be my primary console, and I don't know. Either way, I'm picking up one of these controllers because it'll be nice to play without the puck.
Yeah, definitely picking up one of the controllers. Can you plug in the puck with the new controller?
Yeah, it still has the adapter thing
because
you can use that for the chat pad and the other stuff that also plugs in there.
Okay. My thoughts on this are I'm going to take a dude I rock stance because I think he would agree with me. I don't think this really matters.
Oh, wow. I did not expect this when you hit. I feel like you're just kissing Judy's ass.
Well, for the sake of the show, and I kind of feel this way also, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's good for consumers. Personally, it doesn't affect me at all. I have 4 terabyte plugged in via USB 3. Tests have actually shown that USB 3 is a better solution to the internal drive. You actually get faster speeds from USB 3 for some reason. They've benchmarked it. The internal, it's cool that they have 1 terabyte now, but I would have liked them to change the Xbox One so it was like the PS4 where you could, take the hard drive out and put your own in. I want more customization rather than, them forcing me to have just 1 terabyte in there. That's the one thing that I find that PS4 has over Xbox. Just the fact that you can put your own custom drive in there.
But see, that's for a lot of people, like for you and I, people that deal with PCs. That's not an issue.
I know.
But for your average Joe Schmo, like let's say that someone with no tech expertise was going to forget this 1 terabyte console. Mm-hmm. They're going to upgrade their console with more storage. You can either buy an off-the-shelf USB 3 hard drive and plug it into your Xbox One right now and add space, or for the PlayStation guy, you have to be someone that's willing to open up a console and deal with actual real drive connectors and screwing in drives and all that stuff. A lot of people are not comfortable. Like, imagine taking your $400 console and ripping it open and changing.
Have you tried to open the PS4? It's pretty easy. Like,
I haven't.
The thing slides out. And
I swapped the drive on my PS3, but I haven't. Our PS4 is just a dust collector at this point.
Yeah, agreed.
The only thing we play on is Zen Pinball because that's where you have like 1 million tables. But even that we haven't played in 8 months.
Zero PS4 time.
Yes.
And I have Destiny on PS4 too, and I still don't play it.
Yeah, fuck that thing. Yes, our like I said, we have the family here, 4 Xbox Ones, 1 PS4. So
I didn't know you guys had upgraded past 2. I thought you guys were still at the 2 mark.
Oh no,
you guys sneaking in there, eh?
The boys want to play. We have 2 11-year-old boys, and they've got 34s out the ass. They played the shit out of Iron Banner last week, and we're getting Etheric Lights. So
nice.
Yeah, we're trying to grow a raid team. It's the girls that are bigger trouble.
That's awesome.
Yes, yeah. 14 and 16-year-old girls don't want to play as much Destiny. They play some, But yeah, our Haley, the oldest, who's 15, will be 16 in a month. She somehow got up to level 20 something in Destiny, never playing through the story, only playing Crucible, which
Nice.
is
Wow,
that's weird.
that's impressive.
It's weird.
Those first 20 levels must have been hard.
Because now she can't even get anything from playing through the story. Because at this point, you're only light, you're not experienced, so the story is worthless at this point to her. But yeah, I'm not really sure how she pulled that off. But yeah, and she doesn't even play that much. But yeah, it's fucked up.
Impressive.
It is. All right, hit. Well, let's hop out of the news and we'll hop over into the mailbag and voicemails. Altius asks, who do you think will be the big winner at E3 this year? Last year, it was arguably Sony. Do you think we'll see the same this year?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one.
I'm saying no. I think Microsoft's gonna be the big winner this year.
Yeah. I hope so. They've been beat up the last couple of years at E3, so I kind of want them to come out swinging and win.
Well, last year Sony had they had the price difference. They had the difference of how the console's launching with this, and we're not doing this DRM and this.
Yeah.
Now it's a matter of titles, and when you look at like the exclusive titles or even like the third-party titles that are coming exclusively to a certain console first, I think Xbox has this in the bag this year, but I don't know. There's just not enough on the Sony front to carry this.
Yeah, I don't think Sony has anything big to show. They might grab a couple of like on stage exclusives, like I don't know, maybe Metal Gear or
something we don't know about yet.
Yeah,
Sony's notorious for that. It's just popping something out that you think is like a dead thing, and they're like, we brought back fucking some game from the PlayStation 1 that you forgot about. And you're like, oh my god! And then because their press conference is like half full of not game journalists but just fanboys, the whole place erupts. Like it's the exact opposite of the Microsoft press conference. Although Microsoft's trying each year, they bring in like more and more, like they do like these fan events. Last year they brought in 150 people. This year they're bringing in 500 fans to sit in the audience. But Sony, out of like the thousands of people there, theirs is always half fans. So you can be guaranteed if you're watching those live streams of the Sony press conference and the crowd goes wild, it's not us game journalists because we're professionals. It's literally the fans they pack the audience with. And I don't know. I want to see them both do well because in a system where there's only one console, everybody loses. You need competition to drive things better. But I do hope that, and I do think that Microsoft has the stronger lineup going into this year's E3, and we'll see what happens. But
yeah, I agree. I don't think Sony has anything to show, really. Uncharted, maybe?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be surprises on both sides, but like we know certain things are coming. We know there's gonna be a new Forza game and on the Xbox side. We know they're gonna show off whatever they're working on in the Gears of War.
Halo.
Yeah, they're gonna show some more Halo before it comes out.
More Halo.
So I don't know. I think that
Sony
Microsoft
will probably have Destiny. You think?
Yeah. Well, there's definitely some Destiny stuff coming because Jay and I got an email from Deej saying, "Hey, you guys out here?" And we weren't, and we offered our replacement staff, and that email was never responded to. So sorry, Sarcasmo, but
no dice.
So there's some big Destiny stuff coming down the pike, and we'll see what happens. And Sarcasmo in chat is saying fuck Bethesda, or he's not saying that, but I'm saying that because Bethesda changed up their whole shit this year. Like Bethesda at E3 was always one of our favorite appointments. Always booked it the Tuesday of E3. It's always a 2-hour appointment to cover all their shit. They have a theater. They have this presentation. They have that. Now because they have Fallout 4 coming, they have a press conference that's super small invites, and they're not doing any booth reservations this year. So the booth is a wide open booth. Now, granted, you go in there with your media badge and maybe you can get some special treatment, but it's nice to have appointments places, and Bethesda was kind of assholes this year. So we'll see what happens. But
That's a shame.
yeah, but
Yeah, that's a shame.
as far as Altius's question goes, I'm putting my money on Xbox, and I'm sure when we come back after the show, there's going to be everybody from Joystick to Gama Sutra to Kotaku is going to call the winner, and I'm going to bet you it's going to be Xbox.
Yeah, I'd go with that bet. Yeah,
All right. All right, well, if you have questions and feedback, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. You can also comment in this episode's thread on the Tool to Play homepage. And sponsors! If we had sponsors, we'd be pimping you now. If you were our sponsor, we'd be like, hey, our sponsor, X.com, has the best shit. They're better than Y.com. You know why? Because Y.com sucks. X.com's the tits. And you know what? Here's a special coupon code for X.com. It's 202P, and you get 50% off of whatever X.com sells because it's the awesomest. And then X.com fucking, all of a sudden they put out their monthly earnings, and it's like fucking through the roof, and it's apeshit. So if you want to be that guy that takes advantage of this awesome offer, give us a call, 773-527-2961. Even spot back@toolplay.com. And, we'll make a deal with you. You'll tell us what you want to sell. We'll tell you what you're going to pay us. We'll sell it. You pay us. Boom. Done! All right, Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool to Play related at twitter.com/tool-to-play. Everything podcast related at twitter.com/still_got_game. I, king of the fucking internet, got of everything that's fucking holy at twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
And I am at twitter.com/i6hitman.
That's you hit. Yeah. Good job. Me. Good job, bro.
I don't know if I said that right.
Yeah. Facebook the fuck out of us. Facebook.com/tool-to-play. Facebook.com/Derek Nolan.
Facebook.com/i6hitman.
You always seem like you're unsure, Hit.
I haven't used my Facebook one in forever. I don't know.
All right. We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/tool-to-play. That is the place to find all of Tool to Play's archived video content, whether it's this show, whether it's shows of former shows like Thick and Thin with LB and Duty, also starring Hitman, whether it's Hit's motherfucking hits.
Now, also starring Hitman.
Yes, definitely starring Hitman.
There's a theme here.
Hit was a huge celebrity on our YouTube channel, and then Hit was like, hey guys, I'm going to step back, I'm just going to produce, I'm going to do some live streams of games, but I'm not going to do original content, So if you want to bring the Hit back, like I told you a couple weeks ago, Hit's motherfucking shits is coming back. So all you have to do is hashtag that shit.
It might come back, actually.
Oh!
Maybe.
Right from the horse's mouth.
I might be getting a copy of Batman Arkham Knight early. So I might do a video then. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, look at you guys.
If you guys want to see a quick hits with Arkham Knight, use the hashtag on Twitter.
Hashtag bring back hits quick, motherfucker.
There you go.
That hashtag is unspellable. So let's hashtag it as hits quick.
Quick hits. Yeah, there you go.
Hashtag hits quick hits.
There you go.
Tell Hit if you want to bring it back because it would mean a lot to him. We also have other unique content on our YouTube channel, whether it's our one-off shows like Tiff has done some developer interviews. We've had some other one-off Tool to Play content, and we're going to be adding more and more of our user-generated content to our YouTube channel. So definitely go there and subscribe. All right, please rate and review this podcast on iTunes. Give us 5 stars and write up a nice little review, something like, oh, great show, I love it. It's the best thing of my week. I was on the edge of a building. I was about to jump, and then I listened to Still Got Game with Derek D. Smooth Nolan, and oh my God, not only was he fucking so dreamy and his voice fucking carried me off the ledge back in the building, but then I set up a shrine in my house using pictures of him I found on the internet, and oh my God, I fucking touch myself all the time, and whatever creepy shit you have, that is what this show is for. So yeah, definitely 5 stars and write something up like that. We also have our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/tooltoplay. You can go there. You can follow us on Twitch, or you can subscribe on this button. Now, see, my fingers are going both ways. I don't know which side it's on. The button is on one of these sides. And that's how we make the real money, kids. And by real money, I mean very little money, but it is at least money that does not go through some advertiser and then come back. So if you want to give us money and you feel like you get something out of the show, subscribe to us on Twitch. And it is definitely the place where our content goes live. All of the good shit goes here. And if you're a fan of us, you're a fan of any of our shows, that is the place to kick back. I guess last but not least, I want to remind each and every one of you, join us every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, twitch.tv/toolsplay. And on that, why don't we wrap this fucking awesome Substitute episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger Hitman Roken.
Nice job, Hit. High fives.
High five.